So hello everyone, welcome once again to All India Management Students Community AIMSC Skill India Initiative presenting you ProQuest Competition Preparation Comprehensive Classes. Once again, welcome you on this pleasant day. Moving on to the next session, let me brief you about the program. AIMSC provides you competition coaching with study material live session. We get to ensure you mentorship, guidance and best of career counseling, and we bring you this with a 24/7 support system for discussions and doubt clarifications. Taking you to the education zone, we will take you to the knowledge areas of quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretation and verbal ability. Focusing on a 15 days free knowledge booster live session, we shall help you understand today's topic, which is based on motion, speed, distance and time. Let me brief you before we start today's question answer round. If you got any such queries or you feel inconveniency, please let us know. Is the audible clear and the screen is visible to you? Please let us know writing yes or okay in the chat box. If you face any inconveniency in the session, please let us know so that there should not be any such inconveniency in working out the question answers round. Okay. So, having your responses, let's move on to the session, the crux of today's class: motion, speed, distance and time. I hope this is already clear to you. Speed, gati, how fast the body is moving. Distance, how much the body move. And time, how much time is taken to cover a particular distance in a particular time. Let me brief you the concept with few daily life examples. If you see on the screen, the question is giving you a brief idea. A man is moving at a fixed speed, covering 100 kilometers in 2 hours. You see the situation. The time is 2 hours. The time is 2 hours. Distance 100 kilometer. Now you check the logic. In 2 hours, the man is moving 100 kilometer. Determine the speed. We need to find the speed. Speed is related to 1 hour. Speed shows how much you cover in 1 hour. So check the pattern. 2 hours, 100 kilometer. That means 1 hour, the speed will be 50 kilometers. And thus you can write speed is 50 kilometer per hour. You see the difference? Distance is given 100 kilometer. Time is given 2 hours. Speed we can obtain by dividing the distance value by time value. This is the concept of speed. How you obtain speed? Dividing distance by time. Remember, speed is a unit time concept. You can find the speed for 1 hour, 1 second or 1 minute. We need the speed as per 1 hour. 2 hours 100 kilometer, 1 hour 50 kilometer. That you got the speed. Moving on to the next example, we got a situation, a car is moving at a speed of 50 kilometer per hour. You note the number, the speed is 50 kilometer per hour. It means in 1 hour, the car is moving 50 kilometer. 1 hour, the car is moving 50 kilometers. Takes 4 hours. 4 hours is the time. 4 hours is the time to reach the destination. Calculate distance. Now see the pattern. Speed 50 kilometers per hour. In 1 hour 50 kilometers. So how much the body will go in 4 hours? Now 1 hour 50 kilometers. 2 hours 100 kilometers. 3 hours 150 kilometers. 4 hours 200 kilometers. So even if you do not know the formula, that's not a worry. See the logical idea. The body is having a speed 50 kilometers per hour. 1 hour 50 kilometers. So to cover 4 hours timing, in 4 hours time, the distance will be 200 kilometer. If you go for formula, distance is given as speed into time. See the formula, distance, speed into time. 50 is the speed, 4 is the time, multiply 200 kilometer is the distance. And taking you to the next section, let us find out the time value based on speed and distance. See the story, moving at a speed of 220 km per hour. The speed is 20 kmph, 20 km per hour. In 1 hour, the body is moving 20 kilometers. The car covers 60 kilometers. Once again, observe the values. The speed is 20 km per hour. The speed is 20 km per hour. The car covers 60 km. The car covers 60 km. 60 km is the distance. 20 km per hour is the speed. Determine the time. Now check the mental calculations. In 1 hour, the body is moving 20 kilometers. 2 hours, 40 kilometers. 3 hours, 60 kilometers. That means to cover 60 kilometers, it will take 3 hours. Get your logical idea. Get the logical thinking pattern. 20 kilometers per hour. In 1 hour, 20 kilometers. So to cover 60 kilometers, we need 3 hours. If you go the formula goes distance upon speed. The formula of time. Distance upon speed. Distance 60 km divided by 20 kmph. You get the value 3 hours. This was the brief introduction, the concept of DST, distance, speed and time. I suppose this topic is clear on a very brief note. If it is convenient to understand, please write OK and yes in the chat box. And let us know you are grasping the idea and try to imbibe this idea in your mind. Try to absorb the logical ideas in your mind so that when you solve the question, there will not be any such confusion. Get these ideas in your mind and try to remember these ideas when you go for the practical question. Okay? Okay. If it is convenient, please write yes and okay in the chat box. Okay then. Moving on to the next section, let me take you to the theoretical part. We got 3 values, DST, distance, speed, time. 3 quantities, 2 quantities will be given, 1 quantity will be missing. So, your idea is to find the missing quantity, and as I told you earlier, to find a quantity, you need the formula. Just a formula. Check the formulas on the screen. 3 formulas. Learn the first formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. S into T. Speed, if you learn the first formula, distance is equal to S into time. Speed into time. Keep the speed there only, divide the time. Distance upon time. So, if you learn the first formula, D is equal to S into T. So, S is equal to D upon T. And relatively, T is equal to, time is equal to distance upon speed. So, learn the first formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. Okay. Keeping the speed there. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Time is equal to distance upon speed. These 3 formulas will be used in different situations depending what is given and what is asked. 2 items will be given, 1 item will be missing. Use the correct formula to find the value. I suppose the formulas are clear to you. Okay. If the formulas are clear to you, please write yes or okay in the chat box and let us know the formulas are clear to you and we can proceed further with the further questions. Okay. Once again I repeat, distance, speed into time, speed, distance into time, time, distance into speed. Try to learn the formulas using your eyes. As I told you, to memorize the formula, you need to observe very carefully. Observe the formula. Get the idea of what the equation is saying to you. And apply them. Now taking you to the next section, units of measurement. How the units actually measured. Distance in kilometer and meter. Time, hours and second. Speed, kilometer per hour or meter per second. You got the options. Distance in kilometer or meter. Time in hours or second. Speed in kilometer per hour or meter per second. Again note the pattern. To convert kilometer per hour kmph to meter per second, multiply by 5 upon 18. And to convert ms, meter per second to kilometer per hour, multiply by 18 upon 15. Now check the logic how we get this value 5 and 18. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. How much? 1000 meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Keep the value aside. 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Keep the values 1000 meter, 3600 second. Cancel the values. 10 upon 36, 5 upon 18. This way we got the value 5 upon 18. This was the idea to identify the unit. If distance is kilometer, time is hour, then speed will be kilometer per hour. Coming to the conclusion, these are the units which help you identify the numbers. Moving on to the next concept, the average speed concept. Now, just take your time and avail yourself to memorize with the concept. Average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. You see the concept, total distance upon total time. So to find the average speed, you have to add the distance and add the time, divide both the values. Once again, see the example, a cyclist covering 20 kilometers in 5 hours. See the values, 20 kilometers is the distance, 5 hour time. Second day, 12 kilometers distance, 4 hours time. Now calculate the individual speed differently. On first day, distance 20 kilometers, time 5 hour. Speed 20 upon 5. Distance upon time. 20 is the distance, 5 is the time. You get the speed 4 km per hour, 4 kmph. Second day, again distance is 12 kilometers, timing is 4 hour. Divide the value 12 by 4. You get 3 kmph. 3 km per hour is the speed. Now, if you observe the two values, the first speed is 4 km per hour, second 3 km per hour. Now, to find the average speed, get the total distance 20 plus 12 divided by total time 5 plus 4. You get 32 upon 9, 3.55 km per hour, which is the average speed. How you got it? Dividing total time and total distance upon total time. Now, is this topic clear to you? Then take your time to take a brief idea of the question and the concept so that we can start today's question session. Okay, now coming on to the question answers section, we begin with the first question. Determine the average speed of the body having motion at the rate of 50 km per hour and 40 km per hour. You see, two speeds are given, 50 kmph and 40 kmph. Distance and time not given. We shall determine a value. We take distance 200 kilometer because this value is divisible by both 50 and 40. We take a value that is divisible by both 50 and 40, 200. So distance is 200, time in first case 200 upon 50, time in second case 200 upon 40. So you assume a distance value. 200 kilometer. Okay. Speed 50 in first case, 40 in second case. You get the time value 4 hour and 5 hour. Now, if you want to find the overall average speed, total distance 200 plus 200, 400. Total time 4 plus 5, 9 hour. Average speed 400 upon 9, 44.44 kilometers. This is the way we get the average speed. So, I hope the concept of average speed is clear to you based on total distance and total time. Now, taking you to the next question, moving on to the question number 3, let me read the case for you. Sorry, it's question number 2. A car traveling 250 kilometers, first case, 120 kilometers, second, 50 kilometers, third case. Three distance values at the speed of 50 kmph, 40 kmph and 25 kmph. Determine average speed. In this case, we are given three values of distance: 25 kilometers, 250 kilometers, 120 kilometers, 50 kilometers, with three speed values: 50 kmph, 40 kmph, and 25 kmph. Now, distance and speed are given. Time in each case is calculated as distance upon speed individually. Time is calculated individually, distance upon speed. That means 250 upon 50, 5 hours, 120 upon 40, 3 hours, 50 upon 25, 2 hours. So we get three values of time: 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Now, using the formula of average speed, total distance 250 plus 120 plus 50 divided by total time 5 plus 3 plus 2. Once again, total distance 250 plus 120 plus 50 divided by total time 5 plus 3 plus 2, 420 upon 10. We get the answer 42 kmph, which is the average speed of the body. So once again, the formula goes total distance upon total time. You need to calculate total distance value, total time value, and put the values together to get the average speed. So coming on to the next question number 3, a car taking 6 hours to cover a journey at the rate of 45 kmph. If you see, the speed is 45 kmph, time is 6 hours. What should be the speed to cover the same in 5 hours? This time the time is 6 hours. The time is 6 hours. Speed is 45 kmph. Now if you want to reduce the time, you want to cover the same distance in 5 hours. In that case, the idea is quite simple. You got the time 6 hours. You got the speed 45 kmph. First of all, we will find the distance. Formula goes speed into time, 45 into 6. 270 kilometers is the distance. Now come to second part. Distance is 270 kilometers. The distance is 270 kilometers, and this time the time is 5 hours. In the first part, speed is given 45 kmph, time is given 6 hours. We got the speed. Second case, we got the distance. Speed and time, we got the distance. Come to second part. This time, distance 270 kilometers, time 5 hours. Calculating the speed, d upon t, distance upon time. Distance divided by time, 270 divided by 5. We got 54 kmph, the new speed. That means this time the body will be moving 54 kmph, the new speed. Okay, the concept of DST, distance, speed, times, hereby it works with the formula. Coming to a new area based on up and downstream. A very logical idea. Upstream, the body is going along in the same direction. Upstream, the body is going in the same direction. Downstream, the body is going in the opposite direction. Now, if you see the idea, upstream is related to same direction. For example, the water is flowing forward and the boat is also going forward. This is upstream, going in the same direction. Downstream, going in the opposite direction. That means water is flowing forward, the boat is coming backward. You see the difference? Upstream, same direction. Downstream, different direction. So, in that case, we will find out relative speed of both the bodies. Boat and water, two objects are there. Upstream, both are going in the same direction. Downstream, water is going in the forward direction, boat is coming in backward direction. So this way, we have to understand upstream, same direction, downstream, opposite direction. Now come to the speed. In upstream, the speed is subtracted. Upstream, subtracted. In downstream, the speed is added. It means upstream, speed is reduced. Upstream, speed reduces, downstream, speed increases. So upstream subtract the speed, downstream add the speed. You can learn the pattern. US, upstream subtracted, DA, downstream added, US, DA, upstream subtracted, downstream added. Now come to the example. Here the upstream, the distance is same, 24 km. A boat is moving at a speed of 18 kmph. In a stream, the water is flowing at a rate of 6 kmph. The boat is moving 18 kmph. The water is flowing 6 kmph, covering 24 km in both the cases. Distance is same, 24 kilometers. So, covering the distance 24 kilometers up and down. Now come to the first part. Upstream, distance 24 kilometers. Speed will be subtracted. Upstream subtracted, US, 18 minus 6, 12 kmph is the speed. Time will be distance upon speed, 24 by 12. 2 hours is the time. Once again, upstream, distance 24 kilometers, speed will be subtracted, and time using the formula. Come to next phase, downstream. Downstream, again, distance is 24, same. This time the speed will be added, 18 plus 6. The speed is added, 18 plus 6, 24. Now we got the time, distance upon speed, D upon S, 24 upon 24, 1 hour. So you see the difference, upstream 2 hours, downstream 1 hour, the difference is 1 hour. So this is the concept of distance, speed, time with up and downstream. Upstream subtracted, US, downstream added, DA. So we come to the conclusion of the class. We cover the concept of DST, distance, speed, time, formula, average speed with up and down streams. Now, coming to the conclusion, let me give you a brief dose of knowledge booster funda. The idea is that sum of odd numbers, if you want to add the odd numbers, just square the number of terms. For example, if you want to add the odd numbers, first 90 odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, odd numbers which are not divisible by 2. Odd numbers not divisible by 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this 90 odd numbers are there. If you want to add them, square the value, 90 into 90, 8100 is the sum. So this is a knowledge booster today. If you want to add the odd numbers, just count the number of odd values and square them. That's it. So that's for today's session. We thank you so much. We are really pleased to help you in your career planning. For more such queries, if you need any such academic assistance, All India Management Students Community helps you and offers you the best of education support and opportunities. It's a Skill India initiative, the ProQuest competition preparation comprehensive classes. For more such queries, you can call us or WhatsApp us on the given numbers. Thank you so much.